I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, yeah. Give them something, they give them something, they give them something, they pay. If they tired of being stressed out and been depressed about it, you say, we gon' let you know.
Yo! It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So this comedian, East Indian dude, and his wife is a lot of people talking about what they saying in the videos and stuff like that. I don't know nothing about this dude. He's a comedian. That's all I know. I don't know if he's funny. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to a lot of comedians, but his wife is kind of a loose cannon, in my opinion. East Indian chick. I've been around a lot of East Indian chicks over the past 20 years. So I have a pretty good idea of what you're gonna get, But a lot of people are kind of surprised of what she was saying on TikTok. So I'm gonna play a little bit of these videos.
This comment is so fucking gross to me. Excuse my face, I just got a Fraxel, so it looks a little crazy, but it's like, who the fuck are you to talk about when I lost my fucking virginity? I will talk about it because it's my fucking sexuality and it's my fucking story. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And also, do you think Akaash never touched a fucking woman before he met me? Like, we both hooked up with people, we both were in relationships, and then together we both lost our virginity. So sit the fuck down. You're like, just unfollow me. You're so annoying.
Well, she responded to this video. I'll show you the video that she responded to in a sec. Here it is.
Different. My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this.
Wow.
Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I woke up in the morning and my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
And I remember that what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch.
And put her in the butt. That's what it sounds like. And what type of girl? I would never get with a girl that got ran through by frats. Now this is kind of common, by the way. This is not unusual. If you went to Ivy League school, you ain't got to go to Ivy League school. You just go to one of these big universities. A lot of these types of girls, they get ran through. This is kind of common. I'm not surprised. Now, what I am surprised is that she would put it out on social media. That surprised me. So I'm gonna let this finish.
Porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of my own husband while I'm doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
using you and your husband split finances. And I'm going to be really fucking honest.
I don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work all for that, whatever. But any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, it went up
Sure.
$100 from last week.
But that's my money. Okay.
Rated. I don't know if you watch The Boys, but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but like he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin.
Boy, the bitch hell, boy. She seemed like she's a hard person to deal with. Me personally, I would not be able to coexist with this type of female. I don't even call her a woman. I call her a female. Because this is not somebody that I would spend time with. We wouldn't be able to get along. Because I'm not going to go along with what she said in the video. His money is my money, and my money is my money. No. See, I don't. She said this is a one-way street, not a two-way street. No, I don't work like that, sweetheart. You know. And I think in this video, he's proposing with another ring. Check this out.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I had is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. Do you want to come to that? Does that sound fun? And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing we can do is propose again.
Oh,
Ghislaine Singh, will you be Ghislaine Singh forever again?
yes! Oh my god!
Take that drinky thing off. Drink eating.
Did you guys notice? Yes! Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much!
What do you say?
God, this is so cool!
God, it looks so beautiful.
Really have to peed on Courtney Mustard.
Oh my God. Oh God. So dramatic, you know?
We're in the room that he's performing, and there's like 10, like maybe 10 or 12 people in the room. But I remember when I came.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to coexist with a female like her. You know, I've met females that were like this, but you know, we just knew that we would never be together. It wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a simp or a wimp. I'm not going to be pulled around by a woman. And she got what she got. She got with a guy that would go along with her shenanigans. So I think this is what him with the, I guess they got a podcast with, and these two cats on there together, you know, fresh and fit boys.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akaash only dates brown. Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an Indian woman.
So this
is
like loyal through and through.
Okay. And I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps. which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. We just talked about how doctors ain't shit for 45 minutes. We are not in any way life coaching. We are not in any way trying to help men outside of, hey, come have a laugh for a couple hours. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say shit like, my preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that fucks white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the fuck hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody gonna dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with, and Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do you do? I don't get married. Just don't get married. You actually trying to help men, or you talking to fucking incels who are 18 years old? That's some shit you say to college. I'm gonna turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up? You guys are self-help. You are, hey, we're trying to help men. So either we're funny or help men and be real and be honest with yourself and don't have an ego like, oh, I have a preference. Be honest. Let's just be mature about.
Well, he's right. They are incels online. The people the audience that these guys talk to. But one thing that he don't realize, these guys are foreigners. I don't consider them to be black. I don't consider them to be a representation of me and the people where I'm from. This guy's an Arab, and there's other guys from some African country or from the islands. I think he's from the island somewhere. Well, they're not from black culture. They don't represent us. That's what the East Indian comedian doesn't realize. Because he's one of those guys, like most people that come over here from these other countries. He throws all the black people in the same basket. And that's not really how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that he doesn't understand. Or maybe he does understand, but just don't care. Maybe just throw all black people. If you look black, he just throw everybody in the same basket. But in reality, that's not really how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But you tell me what you think. At the end of the day, I don't socialize with these types of women. I think if I had a wife or soon to be wife, I wouldn't want my wife going on social media talking like this. Talking about how she got ran through and all that shit. First off, I wouldn't even get married to a woman that got ran through when she was in college. This is not she's not for me. No woman that talks like this or had the experience that she got ran through, nah, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how she looks either. The crazy thing is the best looking women are the ones that usually have gotten ran through in college. And there's a good chance that it's not going to stop after college either. You know why? Because we're creatures of habit. If we do something and we like it, there's a good chance we're going to do it again. Now we might not do it as frequently, but there's a good chance we're going to want to do it again and again and again. And the way she was talking about how she was in college with the frat boys, I don't really see her talking like that about her husband. So that's kind of a problem there, So, with these types of marriages, with these types of girls, they're usually kind of loose anyway. She's Americanized. The average East Indian woman doesn't act like this. She's very Americanized. She probably went to school over here somewhere. That's what it sounds like. And she talks a lot. She got on a lot of makeup. Most East Indian women I know, they don't wear a lot of makeup and they don't talk a lot. And they don't talk about how they've been, ran through by all the white guys. You know, and the thing is, a lot of them don't be around white guys like that. So that's how I know she was Americanized, when she started talking and how she looked. You know, but hey, that's probably what he wants, because he's a comedian. I guess he's trying to go Hollywood, you know. But hey, me personally, yeah, I'll pass on that. Not for me. I don't care how she looks. And she's all right, but she got on a lot of makeup. I wonder how her face looks without all that goddamn makeup, you know. And, you know, but based on, I guess these Indian guys would say she's beautiful. I guess, you know, if I had to guess. But she's all right. She's straight for the stroke. But at best, she's a jump off, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you might disagree. Tell me what you think below. Like, share this episode. Until next time, I'm out.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like.